Hello everybody, welcome back to another showcase. Today's showcase, in case if they can tell already, will be about Gala Gatov. Now I do know that his Gala did unfortunately come and go pretty quickly, but this will be more or less something to keep in mind when it comes to future galas, aka when on the general galas where all the galas are in the pool, Gala Remix where he is featured or even sub-featured, or well, not sub-featured, sub-released, where he'll be in the pool but not featured and stuff like that, or maybe even during anniversary where we get the like tons of Gala unit banners and it's like okay, what I want to spark. So this would be a video that probably people might come back to. I don't know, but hey. So Gala Gatov, alright? Holy shit, alright? He's honestly one of the most fun units I've played in a long time. Alright? Even though he is a fire axe, he does not play like a fire axe, alright? He plays like goddamn Kirito, alright? Like, he's so much fun, alright? So to quickly break him down, alright? He has axe attacks, then he has dual sword attacks, right? He starts in axe form, alright? You can only change into dual blades whenever you activate the S1, right? Now for the S1, it does have a 10k SP cost, but there are plenty of workarounds for this. First of all, if you have Gala Mars, there's your immediate workaround, alright? You just immediately charge it, use it, there you go. That's workaround number one. Number two is when you start the quest, his second skill is immediately at the ready, alright? It is a counter. So when you counter, you'll deal flame hits, you'll dispel, you also heal whatever damage you took. Well, most damage that you took, so that's pretty nice. And also, you will immediately ready the S1, as long as you hit the counter attack. Now though, just if you don't hit it, do not worry because you do immediately get the skill back. So you don't need to hit it immediately. Just in case if you are worried about that, it's lenient at least. But then once when you activate the S1, you then enter dual sword mode. Now with dual sword mode, you do get a couple things. The S1 and the S2, they will be different skills. All right, so definitely keep that in mind. They're both the different skills, but also you'll be given a certain amount of buffs when you are in dual sword. All right. First of all, your first and second skill will immediately be readied for use, which is very good. Gatov will be immune to knockback. This is good, but it could be problematic for autos, mainly because he'll then start to face tank everything. But thankfully, his co-op is a Chrom co-op, which is HP and defense, all mixed into one little ability. So that helps him a lot, face tank better. He's also granted a unique Force Strike. This Force Strike is pretty much map wide. It's very good. And also his standard attacks will change as well. So with his standard attacks, it feels like it's similar to Gala Zethia, where it's just long, all right. But one thing to keep in mind with his standard attacks, all right. When you do one standard attack combo, you are able to fill the first and second skill at the same time. Once again in dual sword mode, because they do have the same SP cost, which does help them out immensely because they both can link off of each other. But also off of his standard attack, your damage dealt by your enhanced S1 or your enhanced S2 will be increased by 15%. It does not stack, unfortunately, but that is definitely very good. All right, and also he also has stun and sleep res, which is always very good. But now let's talk about the skills. All right, something that will require a little bit of explaining. All right. So the S1 will become Crimson Rush. All right, this will inflict Scorch Rend. Very good. The S2 now, it will become Azure Raid. All right, this will dispel and it also has a little bit of AoE as well. Very good. But however, let's say for example you use the S1. All right, your S2 will then become enhanced. And the S2 becomes dual demolition, which will dispel and have even bigger AoE. But let's say, for example, you use the S2 first, the S1 will become enhanced, and it will become Double Flame. Now, Double Flame, it will inflict Scorch Rend, but also reduce the defense by 5% for 10 seconds. Double Flame is more single target, Dual Demolition is more AoE, and I believe it should have a little bit of higher mods. So what most people do is they use the S1, then they use the S2. That's what most people end up doing. That's what I used throughout the entirety of the showcase. And that's pretty much how you use him. You get the S1 as fast as possible, dual sword mode, then you start to spam standard attacks into AoE skills. Now, as an AI, a bunch of people have found some very good usage for him. I believe with him coming out as well, he is able to assemble an auto Master Jaldi, I believe, now. So that's a pretty good whenever Master drops get updated. But now I do want to talk about him on like team competitions and stuff like that. So with Gala Gatov now, he is now the other fire DPS. All right, he is meant to be paired with Gala Leonidas. These two together are just absolutely monstrously broken. You can then have either Yukata Cassandra or Halloween Lowen as healer, then a Kimono Ellie-san as your support and your Scorch Rend res down, and there you go. Like that is like the fire team being run right now. Gatov is seriously a broken unit. He is so much fun to play as. I really do recommend you do try to pick him up if you do not own him, but I do know that he will be a little bit harder, I guess. Mainly because just if I don't have Gala Leonidas, you would want him. But then it'll then be harder to get Gatov. So yeah, there is a little bit of complications there. He is easily the best secondary fire DPS. I know that Dragalia just came out as well, and we also have Galaxy here as well. So those are all good options too, but Gala Gatov gotta take the cake. Like skill spam, Scorch Rend, dispels. Like he's a mini Leonidas. That's what he is. He's a mini Leonidas, and he's absolutely good. So good. Love you. But that's gonna be it for this video. Those are my thoughts on him, and I'll let Matt do whatever he wants with the rest of the footage. And until next time, I'll see you all then. See ya.